Hey guys, Stacey here. I wanted to hop on because I've been getting a lot of questions lately about Teamzy. Teamzy is a CRM. It's a third-party CRM. It's not a Plexus product, but it was created by somebody that was in network marketing. He was actually with another health and wellness company because there was nothing else out there that's created for network marketers to keep track of their leads and to do network marketing the way that we like to do it, which is building relationships. So Teamzy is a subscription that you can purchase each month. It's $30 a month. It is well worth it for me. And the first month is free. You get to connect all of your information, use it for a month, and see if you're going to use it. Because honestly, the first I signed up, I didn't use it very well. And for many, many months, I felt like I was kind of wasting my money. I had everything in one place, but I didn't really know how to use it. And so I wasn't using it. So I wanted to share with you guys how I am now using it and how much more effective it's been for me to kind of keep everything in one place. So let me just kind of walk you through it. I'm going to share my screen, find the page. Okay. So here is Teamzy when you log in, and there's several different things that I really like about it. I love checking off a list. To me, being able to check off a box that I've done something, I love that kind of thing. And I also love that it tells me how I'm doing along the way. Now you can see it's Saturday night. It's right before Christmas. I have not done a thing today in Teamzy. I have done some work, but I've not tracked it yet today. So everything is at a baseline right now. This is what it would come to whenever you actually go in to do your power hour each day. And what I like to do, I thought I wasn't recording. Okay. And what I like to do is I like to do it first thing in the morning when I have time before I do anything else. If I get my power hour going, if I do that, I feel so much more accomplished in the rest of the day. I just kind of spend responding to messages and doing all the other stuff that I love that's part of the business. So when you first go into Teamzy, there are some settings that you can go into. There's a setup wizard that will walk you through, and it's going to ask you questions like how much income do you want to have per year, what's your current rank, and based on what you answer there, it's going to tell you how many people you need to talk to, how many prospects, how many customers, how many ambassadors, how many people you should invite, and how many you should add. Now, the invite is inviting somebody to something. It could be inviting them to an online event. It can be inviting them to do a trial, inviting them to watch a video with a new product, inviting them to look at an article that you tagged them in a testimony page. So those are the invites. The adding means you have added a new person to your network. I send friend requests all the time. When I meet somebody new, I go to add. Maybe I have a new customer, somebody that I'm not already connected to, that's somebody that you're going to add. My prospect is anybody that's not yet a customer or ambassador, somebody that I'm building that relationship with. Those are the people I'm going to invite. Those are the people I'm doing a lot of follow-ups with. Obviously, a customer is somebody that has already signed up as one of my customers, and an ambassador is someone that is on my team. So I personally set those numbers for what made sense for me. I liked an even number, so I made it so I'd have, let's see, so I had whatever it was. I wanted to have it be 20 there in this first section, and then I had 6 over there. And then this dailies things that lets me check off as I do things. So I did do, actually I don't think I did my Facebook story yet today. I did do a social post. I did not do any personal development yet. I didn't watch video. I usually do a few of those a day. And I just like to check through these boxes. But I find too sometimes just checking through these boxes, doing those dailies first, I get distracted and don't get to the things that are really, really important. So the thing that Teamzy does is it tells you who you need to talk to. You are going to import your friends list from Facebook. And then what I do as well is I've imported all of my customers because some of them are not on Facebook. And I don't want to miss anybody at all. And all of my ambassadors as well, because there's a bunch of people I'm not connected with. I just went ahead and did that up front so that I'd have them already in here and I could connect. And when somebody comes in, they come in with a rank of a 3. And you can see the ranks go from a 1 to a 5. And that's going to determine how often Teamzy is going to tell you to check in with them. If it's a 5, I believe it tells you every month, and they're going to pop up in this section here of a prospect or customer ambassador based on their ranking of who I need to talk to. So you see that my 5s are going to be the ones that show up first because those are the people that I really, really want to connect with. And I've actually gone in and made some of those people 5s. So basically what you'd do on a power hour is you'd come here, you'd start with your prospects list, you'd look through this list, and you're not going to be picky and choosy. You're just going to go with whoever's there. Usually what I have to do is I have to look and I have to find out more about several of these people, because I might not have talked to them for a while. I might not know them personally, so I might not know their story. And when I click through here, one of the things I like about it is there's a details section. So with Michelle here, I clicked through her. She's a 5. I can see any information that I've gone in and added. She has 2 boys. I know she's an athletic trainer. She lives here in Holly Springs. She has a connection somehow to Michigan, and she's a teacher, somehow connected to teaching. And then I can also go back on my activity log, and I can look to see what messages I've sent her so far, what things I've actually said to her. And I've been doing a pretty good job of keeping up with her over this past year. So since she's somebody that I've connected with previously, I would want to go to her page, and I don't take too much time, but like literally I'm going to go to her page and I'm going to see if there's anything going on that I can comment on, that I can like. I try to do a tag, like if it was a tag there with her details, it was like a weight or something like that. I can look to see, and I might just look back on some of my messages and see if I talked to her about Slim before, if she maybe did a trial. And some of these I've done a really good job of tagging them. And that's one of the things I really, really love about Teamzy is all of these are tags that I have created, and they really help me sort and find people. So I'm going into my messenger. I just wanted to see what I sent her last. I sent her a birthday message. I've asked her about several things, and I'm looking and looking and looking, and I've sent her a gazillion messages, but she hasn't responded to me since March. So me sending another message about Plexus right now probably doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to send her a Merry Christmas message or a Happy Holidays message. I'm just going to type that in. I have a shortcut set for several different things like birthday, anniversary, Christmas. So I just typed 2 letters. It popped up and I sent it. And I'm going to go back to my connect here, and I'm going to log that I connected, and I just said Merry Christmas to her. There's my shortcut. And that was a Facebook message that I sent to her. Now, if she is somebody that I really want to follow up with, I can set a follow-up here. If I don't set it, it's going to automatically put this back in my rotation in 30 days from now because she's listed as a 5. Now, I'm probably going to go ahead and change her, though, because she's not responding to anything. I'm going to probably put her back at a 3, so I don't need to check on her that much. And now, actually, I lost it. So let me go back in. Michelle Lucas. Why isn't she coming up? Michelle Lucas, because I didn't actually get that logged. And this is what it will look like too if I was just searching on the top. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to just say Merry Christmas. I'm going to set my thing there. And then I have made my first connect of the day. So now you'll see that my dashboard's changed a little bit. I checked with one prospect. I've got 4% done, and it gives me a little message here that tells me how I'm doing throughout the day, and it's going to track how many connects I did and how many follow-ups I did. So that's just working through this prospects, and then I'd go over to customers, and then I'd go over to ambassadors. Usually I set myself some kind of timer. Maybe I set myself like 20 minutes for each section, depending on how much time I have that day. I usually spend at least an hour doing this, making sure I'm getting all of my follow-ups done. I'll do all those sections, and then I usually go in and do those birthdays because those are always an extra added bonus for me. Now, one thing, I wanted to show you a few different things here. So that's the main dashboard. I can search up here on the top. If there's somebody I want to search for, and I want to just show you some more tags and things I've created for people. Monique is an ambassador, and I put a lot of different tags for her so that I would know a little bit more about her when I go to her page. So anybody that I've talked to more, I try to do more tags, and that's going to be really helpful for me. Now, over here on Team, here are the tags as well, just so you kind of have an idea of what they look like. So I tag people if they're with another network marketing company, they're with an MLM, they're in my affirmations group, they live in Alaska, they have anxiety, they were in the Army, they have arthritis, autoimmune. And what that does for me is it helps me, and when I go to their contact, to quickly remember some things about them. But it's also going to make it really easy when I am going to find people I gave like a sample of Slim to, because those are the people that I now want to follow up with our new product that just came out. So I just clicked on that Slim HT sample, for the past several months, whenever I've sent a sample, I've put that tag, and this shortens up my list. This gives me my list of who I've given a sample of Slim Hunger Control, and this is another way that I can work my list. I might want to go through and message Jen, who's an ambassador, and say, hey, I just want to make sure, have you seen, we launched a new product the other day, can I send you a video? And what I would do with Jen then is I would invite her to watch Mega Burn video. And then I'm going to set, that's going to be in a Facebook message. I'm going to go ahead and send that. So I think I've actually already done that. And that's an invite. I'm going to invite her to watch a video. And it sets a reminder for me in 2 days. I can change it to whenever I want that to be. I want to make sure I talk to her before I leave for my trip. So I kind of think about what's going on. If I set it for 2 days, is it going to be Saturday when I'm not working as much? Am I setting it for a holiday where I'm not going to check? So you can kind of make that, or make it a custom date for what makes sense for you. And then log your connect. Now, just because I clicked Facebook message there, it is not logging it in Facebook. I then have to go into Facebook. I have to go into my messenger, and I have to actually send her a message. It's not connected. So that was a question that we had last time. I want to make sure I then send Jen a quick message that says, hey, Jen, how are you? I think I already wished her a Merry Christmas. Not sure if you've seen the new video. I'm just going to send her a quick message. You tell me what you think. And then I would send her the video. And I'm going to actually go find that in a second so that I don't forget to check on her. So that's some of the basics in Teamzy. Like I said, one of my very favorite things is having these tags. It's super, super helpful. Like if I'm looking for everybody that was in a 3-day group, I can look here and I can make sure to follow up with them. I typed in 3 days. Sometimes I typed in 3-day group. Sometimes I did a 7-day. And those are people, I only gave one 7-day. I did some 7-day leans. I did some 30 days, depending on when I thought of doing those tags. It really, really helps me stay on target here. And I wanted to point out the Help Center is, actually that's not what I wanted. The Help Center is great too. It's this university section here. Now, the Eric Johnson, the creator of this, has a little video on each thing, which is really important for anybody that's starting network marketing. Setting your goals, setting your why, and understanding why relationships are so important. So he gives you several little videos, several trainings, things on how to do these conversations. There's the boot camp that I'm in right now as well. And I think, where was it? There is. It's in this Help Center, where it walks you through how to get started, how to import your contacts, how to set follow-ups. It also walks you through scripts. It's another cool part of Teamzy, that there are scripts in here as well. So if you're somebody that you're not quite sure what to say, he's got a whole bunch of scripts in there, so you can pull those up as you're sending somebody a message. And you can make your own. If you find yourself always sending somebody that starts the triplex the same message, and you're sending them the same thing on day 4 and day 7 and day 14, you can set all of those in there. So you just copy and paste really quickly from Teamzy. And then here's a few webinars and things like that as well that you can get right from this section. Another part that I really like is this team report. So what you're able to do with Teamzy is connect with people on your team. And you can see that it's Saturday right before the holidays. Obviously, nobody's doing a whole lot right now. I'm going to do my power hour tonight, but I can see how my team is doing as well. Now, I know a lot of these people are traveling right now, but these are some of my team that are connected to Teamzy right now, so I can check and see, okay, did Angela follow up with people today? Did she send her invites? Did she do her dailies? And then I can congratulate her and send, great job. I'm so glad that you're working on this and you're sharing. And Alyssa can send me congratulations because she can see how hard I'm working. I usually send her a message when I get, it puts like a little flame right there if you've done a lot of work, and 2 flames if you've done a lot of work. And that's the kind of thing that really motivates me. Seeing my name on a board like that, seeing how many people I've talked to and seeing those little flames by my name, and then that, excuse me, the dashboard saying how much I've done. And when you get to 100%, it says you've crushed it. So let me just make sure I've got my notes. didn't forget anything on here. The ranking and things like that, it's going to give you a video that kind of walks through some of those things. So I would just say, make sure when you do get started, don't do what I did. Don't decide that you can just figure it out and then figure it out in the wrong way that's not super helpful. Actually watch a few of these videos so that you do it in a way that's productive for you. And set apart a time each day. I prefer doing it usually very first thing so that I can go on about my day, get through those prospects, those customers, and those ambassadors so you can check off all those boxes there. And then usually throughout the day as I'm doing birthdays or I'm noticing new friends that have popped up that have accepted my request, I'll go in and do those ads there as well. So those are some of the basics with Teamzy. I'm happy to answer any questions. I think it is very, very valuable. I think it's an amazing tool. Having those lists, having those tags, having a list to work from really, really helps me stay focused. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Thanks for tuning in.